welcome to Storybook Scrapbooking with Brittany Nicole. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much. If you have been here before, it means the world to me that you are still tuning into my videos since I went on a hiatus. I think I have some good reasons for going on a hiatus, but I definitely could do a better job at communicating. We did move from Canada back to South Florida, and we did that in August, and our home that we are renovating building was supposed to be done in October, and it is now January and we still are not in our home. So for a long time, I didn't even have like a crafting setup. And so that definitely caused some of the delays. I didn't have access to some of my scrapbooking things. I was finally able to start getting access to it again. And I also had some health things come up that prevented me from kind of being able to do all the things that I want to have on my plate. So I did have crafty goals last year that I didn't quite fully accomplish, and I'm okay with that because for me, scrapbooking, journaling is about the creative process and the kind of stress relief outlet that it is for me, and how like the journaling is really therapeutic. So right now I'm going to share the projects that I am going to work on and share with you guys. Some of these I'm just going to share the finished layouts, and other ones I will share the process and the finished layouts, but I'd really love to hear from you guys if there's particular ones that you really want to see the process for. I'm still figuring out this filming setup to be optimal, so please have patience with me. The first thing that I am really keen on finishing is my December documented 2021. My first time documenting December was in December 2020, and I loved it. So this year I purchased the Felicity Jane kit. This is the Felicity Jane album. I forget the name of the kit, but that's what I purchased, and I wanted to do December daily. However, I ended up having to go to the hospital. Thankfully not for COVID, but I had to stay in the hospital for 10 days. And so because of that, December looked very different for our family. Thankfully, I have an amazing extended family who really helped make December special for my kids while I was in the hospital. I actually didn't get to come home until Christmas Eve. So with that being said, I kind of decided I was still going to do a December album, but it was going to be December documented. And it's a mix of current things that happened in December 2021, and it's also kind of reflections or December documented where I journal about things like maybe my love of wrapping paper and my hate for wrapping gifts, or one of my favorite things to do every Christmas season, things like that. And so what I did do is before I got sick, I actually started working on it. You know, I got one day complete. But what I also did is I actually printed out all my photos that I was going to include and the story that it would be, and I put them all in page protectors. And so the number sometimes refers to the actual date. So if I do have a photo from December 2021 that was actually taken on a specific date, I try to incorporate that on that number. But then I also have things like day 2 is really just documenting the story number 2 that I want to document, which is looking back at one of my all-time favorite Christmas gifts that has a lot of memories associated with it. So this is one project that I definitely want to complete and share with you guys. I am going to use this to kind of highlight what I'm documenting each day. I kind of like my table of contents. So I'm really excited to share this and get this project completed. Then I have my one little word 2021 journal, or no, 2022 album from Ali Edwards. I decided to buy the whole physical kit this year, as well as the 2022 digital journal. And I'm really thankful I did, but I'm also learning patience. Ali Edwards, the team there has been great, being really informative, letting us know when things are going to be here because of shipping delays with COVID. So I don't know how I got my album. I'm very thankful that I got my album. And I'm going to document my one little word this year. My one little word this year is something that I'm going to share in a separate video, and I'm also going to share how I'm going to try to approach documenting this. It is a bit of digital scrapbooking for me, and I use that term very loosely, where I basically like to type all my journaling digitally in the digital downloads that I have access to from purchasing the kit. So, one little word 2022. I have my 52 faves from 2021, and I'm definitely going to need 2 albums. And I completed all the way up to week 20. And I have photos for every single week. I picked my very favorite event, photo, whatever, from every single week. And they're all in their own page protectors, but I have to complete the layouts. So I'm definitely going to do that because this was a really awesome project. So I plan on finishing 52 favorites 2022. Then I plan on, excuse the little mess and the noise, I plan on documenting 52 favorites 2022. I ordered a 4x4 album from scrapbook.com. I have a scrapbook.com haul coming soon. And my scrapbook.com haul does have two 4x4 albums for 52 favorites. And so far, I have been doing this every week. So I will be sharing more about my 52 favorites and how I'm going to approach it, but I'm going to document it in a 4x4 format. This is my one little word journal for 2021 that I never finished. Actually, no, this is not. This is the half that I didn't finish. I went all the way to April and I stopped at May. Well, I actually journaled May. So I am going to document May, and then I'm going to be at peace that I didn't do the second half of the year, and that's okay. So I'll include this in my other album that's in storage. So I am going to finish May, and I'm going to be like, that's okay. I'm happy with that. Then the other big project that I am working on this year that is not my traditional 12x12 scrapbooking is Baby Jones, estimated delivery May 10th, 2022. I am pregnant, and so this is my first pregnancy. Bryce and Rhiannon are from my husband's first marriage, and his wife passed away of cancer, so I got to come into their life when they were 6 and 7, and now they're 10 and 12, and so I truly feel like I already have 2 kids, a son and a daughter, and so I was truly okay if Baby Jones was a girl or a boy, because I already have one of each. And so this is, however, my first time being pregnant, and so I really do want to document that journey. I'm not sure if, we'll be having another baby or not. We haven't made those decisions. So to me, I really want to document this journey. And so I already started documenting from the day I found out I was pregnant, which was week 5, and I've documented kind of up to week 8, and I'll share more about this in a separate video. I'm just giving you guys a cursory glance. I am also trying to decide if I want to mix collections or just use one collection. I'm kind of on the fence, but I do plan on this maybe potentially being a 2-part, which is why I have 2. But I'm very, very excited about it. And so that's also one of the reasons I did not scrapbook a ton, because I got hit with like crazy morning sickness, which was really all day sickness. And I apologize for the noise I'm about to make, but I want to grab something to show you guys, and it's gonna make all kinds of noise, and I should have been prepared, and I apologize. Okay, the other thing I am a massive fan of is my stash to sketch kits. So I had about 40-ish maybe kits prepared that I hadn't finished. This one's actually almost completely finished, but I have a bunch of them in this white bin. And just to give you guys a couple visuals, some of them just look like they have a sketch, and I have the amounts of pattern paper, and I need to cut the pattern papers to size, and I need to pull embellishments. Some, like this one, already have embellishments that I want to use with these papers. And so I like this one. I have the embellishments already. And so this is something that I want to finish. I don't know how many I have left right now, but I want to finish these ones. I also have finished a lot of them. When I was able to find some of my scrapbooking stuff, I started using my stash to sketch layout kits, and that allowed me to kind of scrapbook quickly. And so that is also something that I still plan on doing throughout the whole year. This is an example of one that I kind of put all the core pieces of the sketch, but still need to add the embellishments that I pulled. The last final thing, and I would love your guys' input, that I am working on this year is the Allie Edwards story kits. For example, this is the Glow story kit, and what I'm trying to determine right now is if I want to continue to just document her story kits in a 12x12 format, or do I want to go really outside my comfort zone and order a 9x12 album and mostly just use a 9x12 album to scrapbook the story kits and then occasionally do a 12x12 album. Now, what I will say is that when I was in the hospital, I went through almost all the story kits that I had received, and since last year, that I hadn't gotten to physically scrapbook because I didn't have access to all my scrapbooking stuff. And I digitally typed all my journaling and selected the photos that I wanted to use to tell the different stories on the digital, like, journal cards, whatever, that I also have access to because I have the story stamp and the story kit. And what I'm trying to decide is if I want to do that in a 9x12 format. I'm not sure. I can't make up my mind. And I also know that when I document using her story kit, I don't document anything chronologically. I will look at the word, I'll read her prompts, I'll read through all the journaling cards and kind of all the ephemera and embellishments, and I'll think about stories that I want to tell based on the word. So like this one's Glow. And some of those are from 10 years ago, and some of those are from last week. So I do know that if I had like a 9x12 album, specifically for Story Kit, it probably wouldn't be a chronological album, which I don't know if that would drive me crazy or not. It would almost be like a themed album. So like Glow, Begin. So it'd kind of be like separated based on the word instead of chronological. So I'm still toying with that. I would love any insight or thoughts that you guys have on that. I am continuing to stash bust like crazy because I have been doing my stash to sketch kits. Kind of the only new things I purchased was I did purchase some Maggie Holmes collection. I actually can't remember what collection it was, but I purchased it a while ago and have been using that for my pregnancy journey album. And then I also do have a scrapbook.com haul that I'm sharing. And other than that, I am still really working on going through my stash busting. What I did do though is I did pay for Vicki Boutin's Fernwood album and layout class. And I think that's going to take place sometime in February. And I also paid for 3 of Paige Taylor Evans' virtual class kits where she does the mini album and the layouts. I chose 3 out of the 4 that she was offering so far. I will say that I made those purchases in the hospital while I was on medication, and I don't know if I maybe would have purchased that much, but I actually forgot. You know, when I go on medication, certain medications I kind of have like I just forget. Like I don't remember purchasing things. I don't remember, like my mom swore she came to visit me and we had to like take out pictures for her to show me she visited me because I could not recall my mother visiting me in the hospital. I totally know my mom did, but like I couldn't recall it. Like I just was like, no, you didn't come see me. So, excuse me, let me let the dog in. So, all that to say, I am, so I did purchase those things. So that's kind of new stash, but it is specifically for classes where hopefully the majority of it will get used up. And then the only thing I'm subscribed to this year is the story kit and the story stamp from Allie Edwards. So super, super excited to work on my projects, and very curious kind of how you guys would approach the story kit thing. I'm kind of leaning towards a 9x12 album with it just broken down by theme. So like stories about glow, stories about begin, stories about teach, stories about and, stories about being strong, stories about evening. But I still love to hear what you guys think. And then if I do a 12x12 album, I can always just put that chronologically in my normal albums. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will have more specifics coming up with videos for each specific project, where I will do layout shares of what's already completed, and then also talk about how I'll be sharing it with you guys on YouTube. And then I also have a lot of sketch layouts to share with you guys as well. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Bye.